What's up, everybody? I hope you all are doing well. Hope you're good. I'm just trying to find the right location where there's lighting for me to do this live. As you can see with my background, I'm in the village. And wow, it's just so gloomy outside. It's a bit cold. So there's poor lighting really. But I hope you'll be able to see me. And I hope you've been well. I hope you've been good. Myself, I'm not so well. Wow, just so many disappointing news, you know. Hello, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Kindly write on the comments if you can hear me. Are you able to hear me very well? Hello. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm in the village and wow, I'm trying to find the right spot for my live. It's gonna be a short live, hopefully. But the lighting is not so good. So guys, wow, I'm in Kenya right now, as you all know, and I've been just receiving the most disappointing and very sad news from my country. My people need help, if I must say. It's just so disappointing. The news that I'm seeing, the photos that I'm seeing, the videos that I'm seeing about my country. So many people are dying, and it's true, people are dying. People are in danger. Then they need help. That's for a fact. Don't listen to whatever news you are hearing from the top government. Everything that you see on the videos, I don't know if you guys have seen what is happening. But if you haven't, when you just go online, you will realize that Eswatini is really just burning down. And literally burning down, guys. Businesses down, everything down. Cars are being burnt down. It's just so sad to watch when you cannot even do anything about it. But the sad thing is that the people who are supposed to do something are as disappointing as you can imagine. If the situation is continuing and nobody's intervening, nobody wants to listen to the people's grievances, nobody wants to receive their petitions, nobody cares. How sad is that, really? I mean, how sad is that? And to imagine that we've been living in such conditions for the longest time with, okay, complaints, but not really having that platform to raise our concerns and our complaints and our grievances. But now that the youth that is currently the youth, wow, big ups to you guys. Because when you want something, you just go for it. When you want to be ahead, you make sure that you're ahead no matter what it takes. I mean, but the sad thing, thank you so much, Buwayo. We pray for you, sister. We pray for your nation. We know the value of peace. Definitely. You know, you don't know the value of peace until you're in a situation where it's just, where you are just in a mess, really. Unless you find yourself in a situation like what my people are going through in Eswatini, you will never value peace. Just pray God and thank God for the peace that you have in your countries, the peace that you have in your homes. It's just, I mean, really, guys, unless you start fighting, that's when you realize, wow, kumbe peace matters. It does matter. And thank you so much, Uwayo. Please continue, guys, praying for us. We need your prayers. Like right now, it's just a mess. And to realize that I cannot even talk to my people, I cannot even connect with my family back home. There is just no way I can know if they are good or not. You try to call them, you cannot find them. You try to WhatsApp them, nobody responds. Sorry. You try to go on Facebook thinking maybe they've posted something. There's nobody because the internet is just totally shut down. Things are not happening. I hear there's no food in the supermarkets. 6 p.m. curfew time. I mean, who does that in this day and age? Why would you impose a curfew at 6 p.m.? But it's happening in my country, and funny thing, nobody wants to listen, nobody wants to take action, nobody cares. And if you see the pictures that you see, guys, those things are real. And very, 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 very sad that we are of no help. But I think it's time. It's time for people to be heard. It's time for people's grievances to be taken into some serious consideration. People, you guys, people are suffering quietly. People have learned to live with, I mean, poverty. They have learned to live with anything you can think of. We have gotten so used to struggling. We don't complain. We don't say nothing about it. Unemployment, we just keep quiet because we think it's the norm. I mean, it takes the youth that we have today to stand up and say, no, this is not it. I mean, seriously, you need to do something about this. Why is it that just a few, like a handful of people are living good, rich lives, the best life you can imagine. But the majority of the people are suffering. And that is what people are complaining about. Nothing else. Hear us, give us employment, help us really to stand on our feet. Why should we always suffer? Why should we always rely on you? It doesn't make sense. Not at all, not at all. So I think it's about time, guys. Even if things are burning down, even if businesses, it's so sad to watch somebody's business, which has taken that person years and years to get to where it is. You just see it burning down overnight. It's very sad to watch, but I mean, people are doing anything they can do to get the attention that they want. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is just one situation that you don't know how you can be of good help. You cannot reach out to people back home. You cannot call. You cannot WhatsApp. You cannot do anything. You cannot find them on social media. You cannot find them anywhere. I mean, if you were to go on Facebook right now and search for your friend or somebody in Swaziland or Eswatini, you don't even see them online because internet is totally shut down. Nothing is moving. Businesses are closed. I hear they only open supermarkets for a few hours and people queue up for food. What is that? Fuel, there's shortage of fuel. How now? And nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to take people's grievances seriously. Nobody wants to just be an ear, receive that petition, hear what people are complaining about, do what needs to be done, help people succeed. Don't be so stingy and you know why would you want to be rich alone? We don't want to be rich. We want to be able to stand on our feet. We want to be able to sustain our families. We want to be able to really to live life like just fair life, really. Nobody wants billions or millions. Take them, they are yours. But let people live just fair lives, seriously. Hmm? It's so sad to watch. Like, seriously, like I'm trying to reach out to my mom. I cannot find her on any form of social media that you can think of. My sisters, my brother, nobody's available. You only see them once. They only give them, is it 1 or 2 hours for social media? And then they shut down the internet, totally shut down the internet. What is that? In this day and age, really? Does it make sense to anybody? Please tell me if it makes sense. Because to me, it doesn't make sense. How do you deprive people such freedoms? I realized that in fact there are so many memes. It's not funny, but people are making fun of the situation that internet is really it's indeed a basic need. You will know internet is a basic need when they shut it down, when they don't allow you to go on social media, when you are banned from Twitter, you are banned from sharing any information about the situation on the ground. No, nobody will nobody's allowed to share whatever is happening. They will give you a few hours, and in just a few hours, internet is shut down. Seriously? Please tell me there's a country in Africa that does the same. Because wow, if it's just my country, I'm like, how now? Are we that backwards, or what is happening to us? How can we live like this? Hmm? How? Petitions are banned. You cannot deliver petitions to any government official, to any ministry, to not nobody. You cannot. You cannot. Demonstrations, no. And that's a constitutional right. Hmm? The rights of our people are infringed upon, while the international community is sitting and just doing nothing about it, really. Or is it because there's nothing to gain from Eswatini? It's just a small country who cares about it, really. I'm surprised people are not taking this into some serious consideration. And why is it so? Can anybody enlighten me? Hmm? You only see the news writing about it, like just brushing things off, really. Hmm? Nobody wants to go deep. Nobody wants to find out what is happening. Nobody wants to go to the people and listen to their grievances. Even the international media is not doing justice to this situation. Nobody. Our people are suffering alone. So sad, really. Hmm? It's very, very sad. And if I were to talk to my government officials in my country, to the king, I would ask him one thing: what is so difficult about listening? What is so difficult? We all know that Swaziland or Eswatini is not a poor country. We know. What is so difficult about helping other people to stand on their feet? We are such a small country. In fact, I can even tell you that the class which graduated last year, I can name the students who graduated. We know all of these guys. What is so difficult about giving them employment or assisting them in some way or the other? What is so difficult about that? Is it difficult, really? Hmm? These are the questions, the kind of questions that you just want to ask. And you know for sure nobody will give you the answers. You know for sure. People are suffering. Old people are so loyal to the king. They are so loyal to his people, to his government, but there's nobody who cares about them. I swear those people, even right now, if you were to ask them about this whole situation, they are crying. They are in pain because if it was according to their will, the youth would just stop and, you know, let the government be, let our kingdom remain the same. But nobody has a nobody has a problem with the kingdom, really. Nobody has a problem with leadership and the way it's structured. The only problem that we have is the way we are not heard. The only problem that we had is the type of leadership that only wants to benefit their children, that only wants to benefit themselves, that never cares about its people. That is the only problem that we have. Personally, if it was to choose between democracy and kingdom and who to lead, I wouldn't mind having a king to lead me and to rule me. I don't even care. As long as my king listens to my cries, as long as my king has every best interest for me in his heart and his place, and whenever he takes decisions, whenever he decides to do whatever he wants to do, he thinks about his people first. That's the only thing that we want. Whether it's a king, whether it's a president. I mean, we all know that democracies also have their problems. We cannot run away from that fact. Hmm? Democracies, presidents, people are complaining about presidents everywhere. So we cannot really say it's because it's a king. No, it's a human being listening to its people, to his or her people, a human being knowing what it feels to be poor, knowing what it feels, not even knowing, bearing it in mind because these people are rich, they never know. Just understanding that this person might not have money to buy bread or to buy food or to buy whatever. So let me just try out whatever way to assist this person to live. And hmm? It's humanity. How simple is that? Very simple, right? It's so simple. We don't need it to be a president. We don't need it to be I don't know, a pastor for us to rule us or whatever. It's just a human being who cares about his people, right? That is all we ask for. Nothing else. That is all we ask for. Like, how do I even live without connecting with my people for all these days? Hmm? You only get to hear from them 1 hour and they're out because you decide to shut down internet. And then blame it on the people. Like, seriously, how now? In fact, there's this guy on Twitter. He says, like, you can never stage these things, because what is the narrative that is going on right now is that because people are burning down property, people are burning down things in the country, the internet cables and the connection are burnt down by the people. But the funny thing is that during the day you only give them like 2 or 1 hour for internet. How does it work? How do you burn something down and then the next day you're able to switch it on again for people to use it, and then you say it's burnt down again, it cannot work? How can somebody enlighten me, please? These things cannot be staged. I mean, the time to run away from these things is over. Just face the truth and, admit that you have not been that great leader to your people, and then do it right. Do it right. Hi, this is Africa. Hi, my brother. Thank you for joining. I'm not very well today. Like, guys, can just somebody tell me it's happening in their country so that I may understand? Oh, it's not just in my country that things are the way they are. Like, how now? Do all African countries live like this? I've been in Kenya and I've heard people complaining about the government, corruption, what and what and what and what, but it never hit home until it happened to my own home country, until it happened that I cannot connect with my people, until it happened that I have seen my people suffer. I've seen a lot of young Swazis. I swear and I swear that if you are a Swati and you have to go out of the country, for some reason, when we connect, like right now, I'm in Nairobi. I'm not in Nairobi right now, as you can see with my background. I'm in the village. Sorry, but when you are out of Eswatini, I hope my lighting is clear, you guys. It's quite gloomy here. But when we meet with other fellow Swazis in these forums outside of Eswatini, the first thing they ask you is that, are you somehow related to the king? Are you somehow related to any chief or anybody in power, or any minister or anything like that? Because for us, it's only for the yani traveling out of the country is only for a chosen few. They will trace you until they find who your father really is. I remember at some point, thanks This is Africa for that clear. I remember at some point we had this get together with some few Swatis that were living in Nairobi at the time. I think it was 2017. So everybody says, "Oh, my brother, my father, I don't know, is this minister and So everybody's really tracing their roots to somebody who's well known, somebody who's in power, because it only makes sense that you are here because somebody connected you to get out of the country. And then my turn comes, and then they're trying to remember who my father is. Nobody knows who my father is. And they ask themselves, but how? How is it that you managed to leave, went to Europe, come to Nairobi, and then you're just everywhere traveling out of how? Because it didn't make sense. And now that, those questions are coming back and they are hitting me now, that I remember these people only expect that such things only happen to a chosen few. And that's the kind of leadership that we don't want. It's the kind of leadership that nobody wants. No, nobody, I swear nobody wants that. Why is it that these privileges are only for a chosen few? Why? And why can you not just give us an ear, listen to us, and then do what is right for our people? People are dying in Eswatini, guys. I know some of you might not know this. People are dying. There's no internet connection. You cannot even connect with your family. You cannot even know what is happening on the ground because they don't want these things to be known. Hmm? It's very sad. It's even more sad that I cannot even travel home because the borders are closed. I cannot even go and see what is happening on the ground. I cannot even be with my family. I cannot. And I cannot even know what is happening to them because when you try to reach when you try to reach them on social media, there's nobody. Everything is on shutdown. People are not on Twitter. People are not on Facebook. They are not on WhatsApp. They are just nowhere. It's so frustrating. I'm so stressed right now. I cannot even call. There's no way I can reach out and find out what is happening. Are they safe? Is everything okay? Hmm? At some point, banks didn't have any money. When you have to go to the supermarket, there's a long queue by the time you enter that supermarket. Whatever you're looking for is finished. There's no food, there's no fuel, everything is just in a standstill. And the people who are supposed to be helping us are denying everything. They're saying everything is fine, nobody has died, we are all good. When these things are everywhere, we have seen the photos, we have seen the videos, we have seen everything. We have the evidence. Hmm? Nobody wants to say what is happening. Press conferences are just as useless as nothing. I wish they even stop because there's no information coming out. Nobody wants to solve the situation. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody cares. The international community is just quiet. And I'm asking myself, is it because we don't have the resources? Is it because we're just a small country a small useless country? I mean, really, even if we died, all of us, who cares? Is that the reason? Hmm? Why is it that nobody cares about what is happening in Eswatini and our people are in danger, but nobody cares? Nobody is talking. Why? All we ask for is for our people to be heard. All we ask for is for corruption to stop. All we ask for as youth is employment. Youth employment. You have people who graduated years and years ago, sitting with their degrees at home. At some point, they were told to go and venture into farming. Is farming for everybody? Should we all resort to farming because we don't have jobs? Wayo says, we youth of Africa, we must change this game. Africa is a good continent, but our leaders, I don't know what causes that. The game must be changed. And my brother, trust me, the youth they are just awoken. I swear, if it wasn't for the youth, in fact, I don't know who said it, that I think it's PLO Lumumba. Yeah, that revolution begins with the youth. If the youth are sleeping, I swear nothing can change. But the minute the youth take action, the minute the youth say it's enough, that is it. I don't even know if prayer is going to help my country or what will it take to help Eswatini really. And as I was saying earlier on, I swear we don't even care if it's a king or if it's a president or if it's a pastor or a priest who leads or rules Eswatini. The only thing that we care about is for us to have a good leader, a leader that will listen, a leader that will do good by his people. A leader that will stand by his people no matter what. When we cry, listen to us, hear us. What is the problem? Is it my government? Is it me? Who needs to change? Should I change the system? Should I, be that kind of leader who's always willing to help your people? Because that is the reason you're a leader. I mean, you cannot be a leader without your people. Who will you be ruling over? Nobody. Wire says, many times I don't sleep when I think about my continent. It's so sad. It's so sad, my brother Jeremy. It's very, very sad. And to watch all of these things happening, just when you are of no good use. If I could, my plan was to travel, trying to search for flights. I cannot find any. And all I hear is borders are closed. So you are just there. You cannot do nothing. Huh? You cannot be in solidarity with your people. What kind of nonsense is this? In this day and era, in this 2021, people, seriously, can somebody tell me it's a dream? Like in 2021, we're still living like this? How? How? Like how now? Hmm? I'm trying to find answers for all of these things. I'm so disturbed by the images that I keep on seeing, the videos. When you see somebody being beaten, like it's like somebody's just punching a punching bag, beating a lady like she's just, you wonder. Hmm? Are those the forces we're thinking they will be saving us from thieves and from all of these outside forces and danger? They are turning against us, killing our people, shooting to kill. How do you shoot an unarmed citizen? How? Hmm? How do you impose curfew at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Nobody should be seen on the street, or else gunshots everywhere. Hmm? This is Africa says, I felt useless during the post-election violence in Kenya 2007. My wife couldn't go anywhere. My brother, if I understand, now I understand what people usually go through. You find yourself so useless, so helpless, just somebody who cannot do nothing about the situation. Hmm? There's no way you can help. Pierocha, mgani wami, I am my friend. I hope you have not gone to Eswatini yet. And I thank God if you have not, because imagine you find yourself in such a situation when you are hoping to go to a beautiful country to experience its people, to experience its peace, to experience really nothing but goodness, only to find that you have taken yourself to a war zone. Hmm? My friend, just stay where you are. I hope you're safe. It's bad in Eswatini. No matter how much they try to hide the facts from us, it is bad. That we cannot run away from it. We cannot. The situation is bad. Nobody wants to take responsibility. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody wants to take some action. It's bad. It is bad. We cannot lie about it. Very bad. And only God knows who and when change will come. Looks like I'm back. I hope you can all see me. Are you able to hear me? My internet is just a mess. I'm in the village and I'm on data bundles, so my internet is messing me, guys. Sorry if you lost me at some point. But I think really it's just to round up whatever I was saying. I don't know if the lighting can sit this way. Yeah, just to say that you guys, I don't know how our message can get to the government of Eswatini, and we hereby appeal to you, our leaders, please do what is right for your people. Listen to your people, just be those good leaders we all dream to have. What is so difficult? I'm still asking myself, what is difficult? Really, what is difficult about that? Like, what does it take? Yeah, so sorry guys, I'm being distracted by so many things here. But I hope these grievances are heard at some point. I hope they stop killing our people. To the armed forces of Eswatini, please stop. Just stop it. Stop killing people. Why would you shoot and kill somebody for asking to be heard? All they are asking for, all we are all asking for as Eswatini is to be heard, is to have good leaders, is to have the best lives that we can all have. We're not asking for your wealth. We're asking you to give us opportunities to work for ourselves. Just that. Opportunities. It should not be a privilege of the rich. It should not be a privilege of only a chosen few. Your kids or your relatives or I don't know what. It should be for everybody. Equality. Equality. Fairness. Justice. Just that. Is it difficult? Is it? Hakuna internet huko siendi. Lakini kuko chini. Wapi huko? Guys, as I've told you, I'm in the village. Let me show you who I'm with. Say hi. Say hi. Huh? Anigonge nisikie. Katoto. Oh, kale katoto. Acha tuonyeshe. This is the calf. Kanaonekana? Kanaonekana. Usifanye hivyo. And so yeah guys, the situation, as I was asking and appealing to you for your prayers, please pray for my country, pray for my people. Just pray that the situation comes, as we are still trying to find ways to be heard, as we are still trying to find ways to, to be a good country. You guys, by the way, Eswatini has a population of 1 million. Only one. Huko juu? 1.3 million, is it? I think the last time I checked, it was 1.3 million only. And to think that somebody is failing to take care of a population of 1.3 million people is just a disgrace. It is a disgrace, trust me. Huko, it's a disgrace to think that we can all be suffering when we are just a small population who, by the way, as I had mentioned earlier on in my life, that we basically know each other. Iko wapi internet? Oh. Huko hakuna lighting sasa. Hakuna. Mandizi zimeivia kwa mti. Hevo? When you're in the village, the best part about it is that, can you see those bananas? You can also have some bananas from the farm. Let me just get one. Hii hapa hakuna internet. Oh, sorry, Mwakazi's fitness. Yeah, it frozen. My internet keeps on saying I should go closer to the router. Which router in the village? There's no Wi-Fi here. But I hope you can hear me now. And those who may not know, so I'm originally a Swazi, because people might be asking themselves, why is this lady talking about Eswatini and asking for people to pray for Eswatini? But you guys, I'm a Swati, born and bred and raised and whatever. In Eswatini, I only moved to Kenya when I was, I think, 23 or something. Just some years back, really. So my whole life, Eswatini has been home. Eswatini is my home. My mom, my siblings, everybody's in Eswatini. And when I witness such things happening to my people and I cannot be of any help to them, it just saddens me. I'm trying to find ways of sending money home, but there's no money in the banks. Like, how will they even receive, even if it's money that I want to send? Because I normally send them money. How will they receive it? Things are frozen. ATMs do not have money. There's no internet. You cannot even communicate to tell them, okay, I've sent, go and whatever, check, whatever. It's just a mess. It is a total mess. And the funny thing, or the sad thing, is that nobody wants to take responsibility. And I'm still saying it, nobody. Nobody wants to take responsibility. Everybody's saying, oh no, things are calm here. Nobody has died. We are good. You know, we are a peaceful nation. Peaceful, my food. When we know for sure people are being killed by policemen, police women, soldiers, the army, which is supposed to protect property, protect lives. They are the same people who are eliminating lives. Sad images are coming out, sad videos. People are running helter skelter. If you find yourself in a location, you just stay there because there's no transport to move around. There's no right of passage. Nothing is moving. Nothing is, like, how? And we're all saying, things are okay. Everything is good. Nothing is happening here. Nobody has died. What? This is another era. You cannot lie about these things. The information is out there, guys. It's on the internet. It's everywhere. And that's the main reason they are switching off the internet. Controlling people like they are slaves? How? Switching off internet so that they are not able to communicate and tell the world what is happening. And the funny thing is that the world is not taking any steps towards this. SADC is quiet. We have a body, SADC. I have not heard anything from them. Hasa si niko nayo. Nothing is coming out of SADC. Nobody has spoken. The African Union, what is it for? African Union ni ya nini? Si ni ya kusolve hizi ma issues? African Union.
African Union inakuanga toothless bulldog.
Yeah, as you heard it, toothless bulldogs. They are not saying anything. They are not doing anything. They are not taking. They don't even care. Your United Nations, we are only seeing statements. How can a statement help anybody? We need to see you on the ground. Hmm? Go to Eswatini. Go and help our people. Is it because there's no oil, as most people are saying? Huh? There's nothing to benefit from Eswatini, so let them die. Let them kill themselves. So who cares? Let them burn property. And to my Swati people, my fellow youths, I know for sure what you're trying to achieve with burning down property, and you know, it's attention, it's your voice is heard, it's a quicker and faster way to be recognized or to be listened to. But it's sad that it will take us years to get back to where we were. It will. The 2 nights, the 3 nights of burning down property, they will take us years to regain our strength, to regain our wealth, to regain everything that we've always worked for. Years. It's not a joke. But it's said that that's the only way we are hoping to be heard. Hmm? My lighting is bad. You guys, Swaziland is burning. And for those who believe in prayer, please pray for my country. For those who pray, for those who fast, for those who, whatever you do, guys. If it's traditional leaders who can help us, please, mtusaidie to help us. We need to be heard. We need our voice to be elevated. And with this life, guys, I'm really trying to really get the voices of the Swazi people out there, be heard and be taken seriously. It's not funny that we are not known as a country. No, it's shocking that everywhere you go, when you say I'm from Eswatini or Swaziland, people will say Switzerland. Where is that country? They don't know. Or is it the reason they are not even taking these things seriously? Because it's just a small country that nobody cares about. Is it? You guys, I'm as worried as you can get right now. I cannot get hold of my people. Hi, Kumbakai. Thank you for joining. I cannot reach out to my family. I cannot know how they are, whether they have food, because supermarkets are just closed down. Some are burnt down. Most, not even some. When you go to the supermarket, it's just a long queue. By the time you reach the till, or by the time you reach the door, the food is finished. You just go back home, hoping the next day you'll find food being restocked, or be lucky to get some food. And this is happening in 2021. 2021. Next year was there's a vision that they have for 2022, first world status by 2022. That's the government, that is, of Eswatini, to get to first world class status by 2022. How many months are we left with 2022? Just a few. And everything has started. We are just a few months to 2022. You cannot even achieve your dream because you are not willing to listen to your people. The same people who are supposed to help you reach your status, reach your whatever you wish you reach. Government of Swaziland, government of Eswatini. Ninini ngumu? What is so difficult? People are not asking for millions from you. Opportunities, equal opportunities. Stop corruption. Stop. Listen. Do. Stand by your people. Why would you ban somebody from giving you a petition with their grievances? Why? Why would you stop them? Why would you shoot them for demonstrating when it's their constitutional right? Why? Why? Guys, the images are everywhere on the internet. Just go and search. If you have not heard or seen what is happening in Eswatini, just go and search online. Eswatini revolution, as they call it. It's really going down. It is going down. The country is on fire, like literally on fire, you guys. Literally. Businesses burning, roads burning. Because somebody just is sitting in their office, in their big chair, doesn't care about their people, doesn't want to listen, doesn't want to receive any petition, has given out an order for people not to even try it. Sorry guys, I keep on moving. It's because of my internet. I'm in the village, as you can see, and internet here is a problem, but not as much as it is in my country, where it's shut down. Like somebody just feels it's right for me to shut it down so that these people can stop talking. These people can stop telling the whole world what is happening. These things will be known. They'll eventually be out for everybody to know. There's no peace in Eswatini right now, guys. Don't be fooled. People are tired. The youth, and viva to you guys. Power to you. Power to the youth who are fearless. Fearless youth. And condolences to all those who have lost them, to the families of the ones that have lost their loved ones. Condolences to everybody. Situation is bad, guys. It's hard. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. It's just, it makes me have sleepless nights. You know, I'm so used to receiving messages from my mom as early as 5 a.m., 4 a.m., waking me up and asking me how I slept. Finding out really how's everybody, how my family is. And then for the past week, I have not heard from her because internet is shut down. I have heard nothing from my family. And you know, when you are far from home, the only thing that gives you peace is the fact that you know that I can always reach them through whatever social media platform. You know, you can easily talk. I call them anytime. You send messages anytime. You can video call. You can do whatever. But with somebody deciding I'm shutting it down, just because you can, just because you don't care. You just decide, let me show them who is in charge. And wow, you are doing it quite well. Whoever it is that is doing this mess, they are doing it really well. That I'm giving it to you, wherever you are. Giving out orders, shut it down, give them 2 minutes, whatever. I saw when my people get internet for 1 hour each day, the statuses that are being updated is that You guys, we have been given freedom for just 1 hour. We are here and we'll be leaving in the next hour. Internet is that basic need that people are realizing now, that without internet, you are just useless. Hmm? It's only now that I've realized, wow, peace. Thank God for wherever you are. If it's peaceful, just thank God. Because until you have experienced violence, until you are in a state where you are so helpless, and you know for sure your people are in danger, but there's no way you can help them. That is when you realize, wow, peace is important. Pray for peace, guys, in your countries, in your families, in wherever you are, wherever, with everybody that you talk to. Just pray that you always remain in peace with them, because peace matters. Hmm? But as long as you live well with each other, as long as you learn to listen. If I say, I don't like it when you treat me this way, and you change your behavior towards that, that is the only way you can have peace. But if somebody complains about something that you do to them and you're not willing to listen, but you want them to listen to your rules and to your orders, there's never going to be peace. You will never experience peace. Hmm? That is what is happening in my country. There are orders, do this, do this, do that. But when we cry, okay, do this for us, give us opportunities, open doors for us, why should it only be a chosen few that are privileged? You are not willing to listen to those things. The only thing you want to listen to is somebody sitting at home and listening to your orders and doing as you say. This is not the generation, guys. It's not. It's not the time. It's not. It's unfortunate and very fortunate for us. It's unfortunate that people still think that they can rule over nations the way their forefathers ruled. No, not in this generation. No. No ways, you guys. How now? How? Hmm? How can you think you are still living in the olden ages? Hmm? Where you would call people to come and work in your farm and they would say, fine, we are going to serve you. And not ask anything from you. How? You help me, I help you. It's unfortunate, but that's how things are today. It's how it is. You don't help me, I cannot help you. It doesn't make sense for me to keep on suffering when you are living your best life. No, no ways. And that's the only you guys. I don't know what narrative you are getting out there about the situation, but the truth of the matter is that the youth, they are asking for opportunities. They are asking for good leadership. And I will keep on saying it. We don't care if it's a king, if it's a queen, if it's a president, if it's a priest, if it's a whatever who is ruling, as long as that person is a good leader, one that is willing to listen to his people, one that is willing to do and stand by his people, one who will not keep quiet and decline and deny that people are dying because they want to be heard, one who will not give out orders to say shoot and kill. Hmm? You guys, the army goes into people's homes, people's houses, opens the doors, takes you out, beats you for just being seen amongst the guys who are protesting. Hmm? That is what is happening. People are shot, bodies are lying everywhere on the road. I've seen disturbing videos, guys. Yesterday was just difficult for me. Seeing somebody's son being shot and being left on the road. His blood all over. Yet somebody says, no, they are not dead. How? And I'm still appealing to my leaders. Just do what is right. Just listen. Listen to your people, please. It's very, very, very sad. Listen, listen, listen. Act, act, act. If they are corrupt leaders, remove them. Why should you keep them if they are not of any help to your people? Hmm? Personally, I've been the proudest person I've ever known to have a king and to be from a country which is still ruled by a king. Proud. Because that's one thing, identity, traditions are kept. You know, we still know we are one of the countries that kept our identity, kept our traditions. We really, really, we are so much, so much, so much, so much into our traditions. We understand we are so much rooted in anything that is tradition or whatever you can call it. And even today, I still say it. I don't care. I don't mind who is my ruler. As long as that person listens. I don't care, even if they decide it's a president tomorrow. If it's a president that will listen, if it's a president that will love his nation, hmm? The way the people love him or her, I don't care. If it's my king, wow, well and good. At least we're still rooted in our traditions. We know our belongings, sorry. We understand who we are as a nation. I'm still proud. I would still be proud even tomorrow. If it's traditional ceremonies, very nice, because they all have a meaning to us. All of these traditions that we do, all of this type of leadership, it's us. We cannot run away from it. And for sure, you guys, this democracy that people keep on talking about, democracy comes with its own challenges, its own difficulties. People are complaining. Here in Kenya, people are crying. This is a democratic nation, but people are still crying corruption. Our leaders don't care about us. So it's not really about the system. It's about the person and the people in power. Are they for the people, or they are just for themselves, only enriching themselves? Everything is about my family. As long as I create wealth, even in the next 50 to 70 to 100 years, when I'm gone, my family will still stand and be known. Wow, Zanele's family has been that family, rich, powerful for all these years. That is all our leaders. That is all that they care about. Really. I've seen it in many African countries. It's not something new. It's not like Eswatini is the first country to experience it. No, it's happening everywhere. And unless you have youth who are willing to stand up, fearless youth, and big ups, Eswatini youth, big ups, guys. Congratulations for taking the bold step to say we are not stepping back. We are not stopping. It begins with us and it begins right now. No matter what it takes. So unfortunate that lives are being lost. But congratulations, guys, for taking that bold step and for saying we will not step back or aside. No. You know, it started, let me just give you some information about this whole thing and how it started really. So there's this university student who was killed, Tabani, and there's been this hashtag going on, justice for Tabani. Tabani was killed by police, and then his body was dumped, I don't know how, and then his car was just found along some road. And when police were sought for all of this, they denied. Hmm? They denied, pretending they don't know anything about this, you know, only to trace the whole thing and to find out that it does have some funny things coming out of it and information being hidden. So until that day, the youth said enough is enough. We cannot let this happen to one of us. We cannot, we cannot. Sawa. We cannot just sit and say ni sawa tu. Tumefika mwisho kabisa. And this is it, guys. Thank you guys for listening to me. Thank you so much for joining this live. And I hope that you continue to pray for my country. I hope that you continue to keep us in your prayers, my family, everybody's family who's in Eswatini. Pray, guys, for all those families who've lost their loved ones. It's just sad to watch and be helpless. Just keep us in your prayers, please. And we hope that our government, the government of Eswatini, our king, his government, our deputy prime minister, will sit down, listen, talk, guys. Listen to what these people want. Talk to them. See how you can help them. That is all. That is all, really. We are not asking to be prime ministers. No. People are living below the poverty line in Eswatini. Why should I even mention the poverty line? They are living in poverty. Don't even draw a line. There's somebody right now who doesn't even know what will happen to them in the evening. The whole day they have not eaten anything. Not because they are fasting. No, there's nothing. They don't even know what tomorrow will bring for them. And that is what we are asking. Be considerate of all these people. Such a small country, guys. Such a small country with a small population. What is difficult? Very small country. In fact, with not even half your estate, not even a quarter, you can be able to help all of those people. Get them out, give them opportunities. Wasaidie tu. This should stop. Privileges for a certain few, no. You guys, I swear, I've told you guys this thing earlier. When you travel out of Eswatini and people find or meet you out there, the first question you'll be asked, are you related to the king? Are you Why is it that only the people who are able to go out and, explore are people who are close to, I don't know what, those in power? Those are the kind of opportunities that we're looking for. Fairness, equality, justice, that is all. That is all we ask for. Guys, I need to stop the live here. And thank you so much. And I hope our voices will be heard. I hope the youth of Eswatini will one day say, wow, we don't regret it. We have lost our friends, our brothers, our sisters, but we have done it for our generations to come, for our children. We have done it. That is all I pray for. I'm longing for the day when the people in power will sit down and have a dialogue and really find ways and solutions for this. That's our hope. You cannot let people to continue burning down property when you're denying that it's happening. You cannot let it happen. How now? And it will take us years to get our economy back to its feet. It will take us years and years and years. That's a fact. Sad fact, sad truth. Mimi nimeishiwa, guys. I don't know what I can do. I don't know who will listen. I don't know who will intervene. International community is quiet. Nobody cares. Nobody's listening. The only news you see is just mentioning. Nothing serious, really. Oh, Eswatini is burning down. Oh, Eswatini, oh. What is it that you're doing about the situation? Nothing. Nothing. Selfish people who only want to gain from Africa. We have selfish bodies who are created by people who do not want to help. They just want to get rich, and that's it. Gain from Africa, leave Africa poor. It's a fact. When Africa is burning down, you're on your own, Africa. Sort your issues. Guys, I'll stop the live here. I hope you're having a great day. I'm so sorry. It's not the kind of life that I would love to do, but circumstances have forced me. I'm having sleepless nights. I'm just worried. I'm just scared. I'm just sad. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I don't know what kind of news I'll be receiving the next day because there's no internet, there's no connection. It feels like I'm very, very far away from home. That's the power of internet, the power of connection, the power of communicating. When things are shut down, that is when you realize this life, this generation, this day, internet is just a basic need, I must say. Bye, guys. I need to end it here now. See you next time.